More civilians have been massacred in Syria despite the expulsion of its diplomats around the world. But as Matt Moran reports, Australia won't support military intervention.
Even as the world was expressing its revulsion by expelling Syrian diplomats, news emerged of another massacre.
We are at a tipping point.
It's reported 13 civilians were shot in the head, just days after more than 100 people were killed in Hula.
According to the United Nations, 49 children and 34 women. Some were killed by government artillery and tank shelling of a residential neighbourhood. Many were executed at close range.
We have called on the Assad regime to stop its brutal treatment of its own people, its merciless killing of its own people.
UN envoy Kofi Annan is trying to salvage his peace plan by meeting with Syrian President Bashar al-Assad.
Words are wonderful, but action is better. I made it clear that it's not an open-ended process.
The US hasn't taken any options off the table, but one path isn't favoured.
We do not believe that further militarization of the situation in Syria at this point is the right course of action.
Australia was the first country to expel Syrian diplomats because of the Hula massacre. Since then, numerous others have followed suit, except Russia. No word from the embassy in Canberra today. Hello, I'd like to speak to Mr. Ali.
A ceasefire and a political dialogue, a political settlement are the things we want most.
But that seems a long way off at the moment. Matt Moran, 10 News.